Along Australia's east coast, farmers are worried. The huge grain industry is at a crossroads. The company that has a near monopoly on grain processing and transportation, GrainCorp, is on the point of being sold to buyers from the United States.
Selling off a core piece of infrastructure, and especially with the large market share that GrainCorp has, to sell that off to a foreign entity is a big concern for growers.
Regulators have approved the $3 billion sale, saying it won't hurt competition. But the final decision rests with Australia's finance minister, and he's under pressure. A big part of Prime Minister Tony Abbott's message is that Australia is open for business, but he leads a right-of-centre coalition government, and his junior partner, the National Party, is against the sale. It represents farmers worried their costs will rise and influence decline if the big industry player is in foreign hands. They also claim Australia's food security is at risk.
It's against our farmers' interests and it is against a fair return at the farm gate because nobody has proved otherwise.
Others welcome the investment that the American company Archer Daniel Midlands, or ADM, would bring.
We're essentially swapping one owner of that business for another, but the difference is that ADM is willing to bring more money to invest in dysfunctional upcountry facilities in New South Wales. If the deal is opposed on political grounds, we are sending a signal to agribusiness investors globally that Australia is not open for investment.
Foreign companies are ever bigger buyers of Australian farming assets and land. 2 huge cattle farms have just been sold to Indonesians. Block the ADM sale, say some, and you scare off a big chunk of the market.
To refuse this application, I think, would be devastating for the message that it would send to foreign investors.
Those supporting the sale say foreign-owned companies would still operate under Australian laws, as farmland and assets will always remain in Australia. The risks are overstated. Unusually for a developed country, agriculture is a big chunk of Australia's economy. That means deals are closely scrutinised and farmers hold considerable political sway. The GrainCorp sale is a test. Will the government's free market credentials prevail, or will they defer to their junior partners and block a deal because it's foreigners mounting the takeover? Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Sydney.